dapat daw, ligo na siya para mas din siya madali-dali o gupa. Ideally, beams should bend and absorb energy, not columns, except at the base of the ground floor and the top floor where some bending is okay. So para ma-ensure yung designers try to make beams longer than columns. However, this can lead to columns needing to match reinforcement, which is fiberglass. So it's important to design columns that can safely bend a little without heavy reinforcement to improve the building's overall performance during earthquakes. So the mode of failure in columns depends on the shear span ratio. So the formula is AS equal to M over H. Where ang A is the span ratio, ang M is the maximum moment due to seismic loading, ang B is the maximum shear force due to seismic loading, and H is the quantity. This ratio can identify typical failure loads. So, low values, pag ang A mo is less than 1 to 2, ang minimum shear, ang quantity is shear dominated failure. If ang imong A is greater than 1 to 2 but less than 4 to 6, ang imong is flexural shear failure. And if ang imong A is greater than 4 to 6, ang imong is flexural dominated failure. So, one example is sa shear dominated column. Where ang M mo is 50, and ang P mo is 100. Kung yung advantage is 3 meters, so i-plot mo sa formula, ang answer is 1.67. Since ang A mo is 1.67 man, which is A is less than A is less than 1.67, so ano mga is share dominated failure. Ang next is ang section is of ground story walls and top story columns.
Hey! 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 Hey!